Oh, Shannon Brown, know what he can do? Oh, good take.
All right, you got 1 minute, Danny. Come on. Couple stops.
You can do this, Danny.
Yeah, we believe in you. Oh, good. Oop, Danny. Okay.
There you go. Come on, one stop.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. You take a look at the Suns. This game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
And right now for Phoenix, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Devin Booker. Durant is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. The shot by Rollins, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Gordon, the pass to KD. And he uses the glass on the layup. We're approaching the trade deadline, GA. How do teams decide if they're a buyer?
It comes down to goals and really your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
Here's Booker after the basket by the Sound. Nurkic, the pass to Durant. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three.
Pass to Gordon. Booker outside. Stripped away. Now St. Louis, fast break. Rollins against Booker. The tray. And St. Louis, another three. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Rollins against Booker. Booker draws the double. KD looking around. Nurkic. St. Louis with the rebound. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Now here's Booker. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Thor. Guarded by KD. Passes it to Rollins. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And the Suns making a change here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. Little, he's checked in for Gordon. And Okogie subbed in for Grayson Allen. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Shot to stop the run. He squares up and sinks it.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Here's Rollins. 10 points for him from the baseline. And Bol pulls it down. Suns trail by 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okogie. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
Rollins the pass to Washington. Here's Rollins. And again, no good by St. Louis.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. St. Louis on top. They're up by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think of what you've seen so far from St. Louis?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Washington out there with Christie. Then it's Sharp, and it's Boston in at the 3 spot. Washington, that's good.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 4-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Bol Bol out there with Little. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. And here is Washington. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Sound will retain possession. St. Louis making a switch here. Christopher's checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Eubanks. And Gordon subbed in for Devin Booker. Little passes to Allen. That's tipped, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. Taking a look at Atlanta. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And checking out the Sound, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency down the stretch.
And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. Taking a look at St. Louis, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Phoenix. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And right now for Phoenix, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Can't remember the last time I've seen optimism turn to pessimism as quickly as I have with these guys. I mean, their fans are already talking about who needs to be replaced.
He's off on the first. And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Offensive rebound. Good.
KD, extremely effective on the offensive glass. Not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Here's Christopher, defended by Allen. Christopher, that's good. Christopher's got the lead up to 6 now for St. Louis. So for the Sound, their last game, a win against Charlotte. Knocked loose.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
First personal foul.
Boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Rollins checked in for St. Louis. And a change for the Suns. Okogie's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Gordon against Rollins. And it's Gordon missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defensive foul.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for St. Louis.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
The Suns have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Booker, he's checked in for the Suns.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And here are the Suns now. Following that last three-pointer by St. Louis. And Houston gets it to go. And it's a 12-point St. Louis lead.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now. Actually cooking with gas. And you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
Now here's Booker. He has 5. KD with the bucket.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
Here's Rollins. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. They get a hand on it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Driving inside. Count it. Good. Rollins got 18 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Suns trail by 12. Okogie, the pass to Booker. The wide open shot by Little. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Rollins with the bucket.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Oh, here comes Williams all alone. Shoots over Nurkic and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
With the score.
And so it's St. Louis holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks. Coach, what's stopped you from getting what you want?
Well, they're just a great defensive team. You know, we're not handling our pressure well enough. We're trying to work it inside. They're fronting, and we got to execute our counters.
Yeah, all 5 guys have to get involved. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Checking out the sound. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. The confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
And, Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
The energy on D stood for disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's the Sound with the ball. We've got Williams, and it's Rollins in at the guard position. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Rollins got the first points of the second half here for the Sound. Here's Booker. And for Phoenix, Gordon out there with Durant. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And Houston gets it to go.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Allen finds Nurkic. A basket good off the assist from Allen. And it's 6 points for Nurkic.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Count the basket. Nurkic has got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
So timeout called here, the first for St. Louis. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you all, guys. Kevin Durant is dedicated to his craft, of course, but he relishes his connections off the court as well. He says there's so much you can learn from being an NBA player. Life lessons in basketball, business around the league. Every stop around the way is an experience for me to accelerate and be better in the next part of my life. Kevin?
Boy, that's great perspective, isn't it? David, thank you so much. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from St. Louis's head athletic trainer. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
It'll go, and the Sound lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Gordon. Into the lane. Washington, that's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Shots good by Booker.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here's Washington. Banked in off the glass. Washington's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
It's really easy for Bull to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dreams.
Here's Gordon, and there's the drive. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. St. Louis is leading by 7. You know, Greg, on a per-minute basis, Bol is one of the better rebounders and shot blockers in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's not all done on the inside. He grabs a lot of long rebounds, and he contests shots on the perimeter. This guy is more than capable out there.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Teams changing it up here. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Little. Connects from three-point range. Little's got 6 points.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Now, here's Washington. Defense right on him.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Ball dishes to Little. Drives to the hoop. Now the pass to Eubanks. And the layup's good off the glass.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Christie. And that one, good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Booker outside. Okogie for 3. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got assist number 8 here in this one already. 1 second left. No good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Sound lead by 3. We got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
It's the fourth quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Suns trail by 3. They've got Christie. He's out there with Rollins. And it's Houston in at the small forward position. Allen passes to Little. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Sound with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Rollins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rollins got 26.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Williams. Over to the left wing. Here's Houston. And St. Louis, another 3.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Durant, the pass to Allen. And they double up Allen. Nobody near Nurkic. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Allen's got his 3rd assist on the night.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Booker. Following that last three-pointer by St. Louis. Count that one, and the St. Louis lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Little.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Timeout called here. The Sound will talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And the Sound making a change here. Boston's checked in. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Phoenix. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Guys, during that last break, I listened to the Sound coach address the team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And that one drops for him. Now just a 1-point St. Louis lead.
Watching Gordon go to work in moments like this, priceless. Shows he's not afraid to take big shots.
And he's good on the three ball.
So hard to challenge these shots. I mean, especially against the better shooters.
And Booker kicks to Gordon. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Gordon's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Well, this is starting to get real.
Guys, intensity turned up at its highest level. A perimeter bomb fest going on right now.
A nice shot by Booker.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Pass to Houston. .106 left in the fourth quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Allen from outside the arc. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And how about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Booker draws the double. Nurkic the open look. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
The shot by Rollins, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And more points for Nurkic. He can do this from time to time when he gets in a rhythm.
Passes it to Rollins. Here is Williams. He's guarded by Nurkic. Rollins the pass to Houston. Here's Rollins. Takes a three. Count it!
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that trade has been definite.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 3. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
I think they should have prepared for this scenario. Little time, need a 3. Of course, the defense will be defending the line, but nobody said it was going to be easy. You got to try to find a way.
And so it's St. Louis winning this one. That was a fun night of basketball. St. Louis finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.